I just want to preface this video by saying I made this video back in 2022 for one of my other channels, and since this is a dedicated gaming channel, I thought a remastered version of this video belonged here. Everything I bring up in this video still correlates to today. Without further ado, let's get into this video. Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2 was released on November 10th, 2009, quickly becoming one of the most popular first-person shooters ever created. Within the first 24 hours of the game's release, there were 4.7 million copies sold in North America and the UK. It is no secret that Modern Warfare 2 is one of the most popular games to be released on the 7th generation of consoles. There is a pretty good chance that if you owned a PS3 or Xbox 360 in the winter of 2009, you had Modern Warfare 2. Some may argue that COD 4 is the Call of Duty game that thrust the series to stardom, but I would disagree. COD 4 put Call of Duty on the map and showed everyone how fun first-person shooters could be on the new consoles of the time. It's easy for me to say that Modern Warfare 2 was the game that changed Call of Duty forever and thrusted it into the mainstream and helped the franchise become one of the biggest gaming juggernauts we've ever seen. But is it still good in 2022? Throughout this video, we will be going over the multiplayer and all that it had to offer, the campaign and why it is so well remembered, and finally we will talk about Spec-Ops, and hopefully we'll be able to see if Modern Warfare 2 still holds up in 2022. Without further ado, let's jump into the most important part of Modern Warfare 2, the multiplayer. It is far from being a secret that Call of Duty is best known for their online multiplayer, and in Modern Warfare 2, Infinity Ward created one of the best multiplayer games ever. For the most part, Modern Warfare 2 is really looked back upon with rose-colored glasses because nostalgia is one hell of a drug, but a lot of people love complaining about Modern Warfare 2's multiplayer and all of its flaws back in the day. Was Modern Warfare 2's multiplayer perfect? No, not even close. But I think that is what made it so awesome to play, and it set itself apart from so many other Call of Duties that have come before it and after it. Modern Warfare 2 is probably most famous for having one-man army, grenade launcher galores, and last stand. There's of course a few other things that may have annoyed people at the time, but those were always talked about, and heck, are still talked about to this day. Even with some balancing flaws, Modern Warfare 2 still had a great multiplayer experience, in large part due to really well-balanced maps and tremendous kill streaks. I think Modern Warfare 2 had some of the best kill streaks that Call of Duty has ever had, and some of the most iconic kill streaks this franchise has also seen, such as the Pave Low, Stealth Bomber, Chopper Gunner, AC-130, and of course, the Tactical Nuke. The maps are also some of the most noticeable and iconic maps we've ever seen in Call of Duty, with the likes of Terminal, Rust, Scrapyard, and High Rise, and that's just to name a few. The weapon balance in this game could seem a tad off to the uninitiated, but again, that is one of the things that makes Modern Warfare 2 really interesting. This game does allow many different playstyles to be utilized, especially if you base your weapon choice on what map you're playing at. But no matter where you're playing, you can usually have success with the likes of an assault class, a submachine class, or a sniper class. So pretty much any weapon you choose, you can find your own success in what you may pick. The multiplayer for Modern Warfare 2 is almost bigger than life at this point. It wasn't just a great multiplayer, but it also helped make Call of Duty such a big topic on YouTube and help gaming become what it is on this platform today. Call of Duty and YouTube are definitely in a golden age never quite seen before. I'll leave you with this question before we move on to the campaign. Do you think Modern Warfare 2 would have been as popular as it was if it wasn't for the likes of the YouTube stars of the time helping the game grow at an exceptional rate through gameplay commentaries and tips and trick videos? When you think of Call of Duty campaigns, what comes to mind? Well, if you're of a certain age, probably one of the Modern Warfare or early Black Ops campaigns. I don't think it is a controversial statement when I say that Modern Warfare 2 has one of the best campaigns in any Call of Duty game. This campaign features some of the most iconic Call of Duty characters ever created, along with having one of the biggest twists in gaming history. You, the player, mainly control the character of Gary Sanderson, aka Roach. Roach, of course, is accompanied by some of the most iconic characters in Call of Duty history. Those characters being Captain Price, Soap McTavish, and Simon Riley, aka Ghost. There are of course other characters sprinkled throughout the game, but these are really the main players of the campaign. The campaign mainly consists of the good guys trying to stop the end of the world from one of the best villains in COD history, Vladimir Makarov. The most memorable mission that Makarov is in is called No Russian. Now if you know this game, need I say more? By the end of the campaign, you think all is well when General Shepard, a character you perceive to be good the entire time, shows up and shoots fan favorite Ghost in the chest, and then proceeds to shoot Roach and throws both of them in a shallow grave and burns their bodies. It is honestly a heartbreaking betrayal, no matter how many times you see it and or play through it. Even with the tragic loss of Ghost and Roach, Captain Price and Soap go on a Scorched Earth mission to end General Shepard once and for all. And that also sets up one of the most iconic knife throws in Call of Duty history, where Soap kills Shepard once and for all, but that is only after taking said knife out of his chest. And that is where Modern Warfare 2 leaves you, on a cliffhanger, on an epic damn cliffhanger. It is definitely one of the most memorable endings to a campaign in COD history. Modern Warfare 2's campaign is easily one of the best known and iconic campaigns in Call of Duty history, in large part to its great writing, well-written characters, and iconic twists and turns throughout the campaign. I totally understand why COD has rebooted the Modern Warfare franchise to help bring all these great characters back for a new generation of players. It will be interesting to see how the new Modern Warfare 2 2022 campaign ends up being remembered, but I have a hard time believing that it will be able to surpass the legendary status of the original Modern Warfare 2's campaign. Spec-Ops. What can I say about Spec-Ops? Well, I'd say you either love it or you hate it. There's probably not a lot of people in between. As a novel one-off adventure with a friend, Spec-Ops is pretty fun, but how many people actually return for multiple playthroughs? I'd argue not too many. I've always looked at Spec-Ops as a watered-down campaign that you can do with your friends and try to get the highest rank through each level thanks to a star rating system. I of course played through all of the Spec-Ops missions before, but there really isn't anything to write home about here. But I think we've all kind of known that for years now. Maybe it is unfair to compare this game mode to Treyarch Zombies mode, but it's hard not to. Zombies provides much more depth, lore, and replayability, and it's not even close. Let me just ask you this. Since playing through Spec Ops mode back in 2009 or 2010, how many times have you actually revisited this mode? Probably not too many. Now, how many times have you revisited Zombies? Let's just say make it Black Ops 1 Zombies. Probably a lot more times than Spec Ops. Look, I don't want to just sit here and run Spec Ops through the mud, but I just find it very lackluster when you compare it to the thrilling survival saga of Treyarch Zombies, or even the survival mode in Modern Warfare 3, but we'll touch on survival mode in a later video. I think it's about time we move on to the conclusion of this video. After everything we have discussed in this video, I think it's safe to say that Modern Warfare 2 is still good in 2022. Now, does it deserve to be remembered as being one of the best CODs ever and help the franchise reach heights it's never before imagined? You're dang right it does. Modern Warfare 2 is easily one of the biggest first-person shooters ever to exist, let alone Call of Duty titles. There is no doubt in my mind that the multiplayer alone in this game will be the pinnacle of gaming for a whole generation of kids who grew up with Modern Warfare 2. Well, with all that said, what do you think? Do you think Modern Warfare 2 still holds up in 2022? Let me know down in the comments, and while you're down there, if you can like the video and subscribe to the channel, that would be greatly appreciated. Until next time guys, everyone have a great day. Thanks for watching.